Hi everyone, I'm Lisa from Down to Earth Gardening and Design, and I'm out here midsummer with these flowering sweet peas, which are really beautiful. They are starting to fade because they don't like the heat, so we're going to work backwards today. I love bringing you cut flowers and especially flowers that are easy to grow and care for. So this is another easy annual flower that you can start right in the ground, so seed right in the ground in early spring. They love it cold. That's the tip about sweet peas. It's kind of ironic that I'm out here on a super hot day in the middle of July, but I think I just want to give you as much information as possible about the sweet peas, and I want to show you them in all different stages. So I'm going to talk a little bit about them, and then we're going to go back to planting because we recorded some planting videos early spring when we were putting them in the ground. So sweet peas are considered an heirloom flower, and they are an annual, and they love the cool weather. They are fragrant, so lightly fragrant and sweet. Beautiful little bouquets. I love the little tendrils too. So they're, smaller bouquets. They come in all different colors. I do know, because I looked at the order before the video, the order that we made for seeds, these are called chocolate streamer, so they have a little bit of streaking in them. So sweet peas, although they are related to snap peas, sweet peas are not edible. They are actually toxic. So that's really important to know because it's a little confusing because they are a pea. And like I said, this is mid-July. So right now I'm showing you these when it's hot. And as I said, they really like it cool. So this is kind of what they look like when they are hot. They kind of look like us, wilted and droopy and crispy. But you can still come out and clip. I just cut this bouquet here. So we have this little teepee. We actually bought this in a kit. It came with this nice little top piece with holes in it. We don't have it perfect. That's kind of our style, is we're really imperfect gardeners. We kind of like a free form thing. We've used this teepee 2 years in a row, and it's been great for sweet peas because it gives them something to climb, but you can also use any kind of trellis. They do get quite tall. You can tie them up. We didn't tie them up here. We thought it might be fun doing a teepee because we can use this to stage a little fairy garden and have some fun with the kids. Or also Gracie likes to get in here because she's 3. She's at that age where she loves to find little forts and do some exploring. So they are climbers, so you will need something for them to climb onto. With that said, if they're climbers, that also means that they cascade. So if you don't support them, you can plant them on a terrace wall. I have them in a rock garden where they just kind of spill over and just kind of free form, trailing. So in a container trailing, or in a container with a trellis, or right in your garden, so like this here. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about how to plant them. They're not very tricky, and you can get out there. These should be one of the very first plants that you put in the ground. They love it cold. So the thing about these is if you leave them in the ground now, and I know they're a little tough to look at, you can clip them, which you'll be deadheading them, make little bouquets. Leave them right through the fall, and they're going to pop back just like your pansies do because they really shine with the cold weather. So they kind of extend the season as annuals do, but this annual in particular is going to give you spring, summer, and fall, which is a pretty great extension in the garden to fill up some gaps here. So they will pop back. They're also fun if you want to do some seed saving. You'll see these little pods. You can just let them go and let them dry right on the vines here, and then you can save them again for next year. So I'm going to talk a little bit about how to plant them. And that's it out in the garden today. It's really hot. I'm melting here, but thanks for joining me. Hi everyone, today we're getting ready to plant some peas and I just want to walk you through that, give you some tips. And it's the first day of spring here in Connecticut. Perfect day to think about getting our gardens started, up and going. So what I like to do to prep is soak my seeds the day before. So what we've got here, I just want to show you my seeds first. I like to place my order in February, so I have all my seeds ready to go. I've got a great selection of online catalogs here. You can go to your local nursery and greenhouse too and see what they have available. But what I've ordered from this year is Burpee and Johnny Select Seed, which I love because they have a lot of organic seed available. So for my sweet peas, and these are the flowers, I've got 3 different varieties from the 2 different companies. I've got the Intense Peach, I've got Blue Ripple, which I actually have a photo of here in the Johnny's catalog, beautiful bluish purple, and then I'm gonna do Streamer's Chocolate. So I've got 3 varieties of flowering sweet peas. All of these I'm going to soak, and the reason being is they have a really hard shell. So to get them started on the germination process, soaking them overnight, no more than 24 hours, usually 8 to 12, is fantastic to do right before you plant, and it'll get them going quicker. So how I do that? First step is I find some clean containers. I like to use plastic cups, but you could use glass as well. And labeling them is really important. So you can also just put your seed packet underneath your cup or bowl, but I like to put them right on there because sometimes things get shuffled around. So that way when I plant them, I know what's in the cup. So I've just used some labels and a marker. So you want your cups, we've got our seeds, and then you want lukewarm water. So they like it warm, moist, that's a good combination for them. So just lukewarm tap water. So I'm gonna do a couple varieties for you here, just so you can see how easy it is. It's also a great activity to do with kids and let them see the process right from the beginning. So here I've just opened my chocolate flowering sweet peas. And you can see how small they are. They have a really hard shell, which is what we're trying to do, is break down that shell a little bit and soften it. So I just put them all right in the cup. And I've already got my lukewarm water here. And I'm just gonna pour it in the cup. And you really just need a little bit. I mean, the goal is really just to cover them. And then I'm going to let those sit a minimum of 8 hours, but probably overnight, and I'm going to plant them tomorrow. And so after they soak for a while, I'm just going to drain them and I'm going to take them out and plant them right in the garden. And I'm so excited to get started with this project. I hope you are too. Okay, it's morning and I'm out here with my sweet pea seeds, and I've got my container ready. I've got some nice potting soil in the container. I also have a trellis that's already settled into the container that they can grow on, and I'm planting them about 1 inch deep into the soil. And then I'm going to give them a good water. If you are planting them in containers, it's nice to choose a deep container because they do develop a deep root system. So happy gardening, and I'll be seeing you again soon. Thanks for joining me.